All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in to another great video. Let's talk about trading strategies, okay? It is highly important that you find a strategy that works for you, okay? I've said this before. Stick with something that works. Find a system, okay? Implement that into your trading plan. That is what is going to make the difference of you being a profitable trader and one that is not, okay? So many people struggle on the day, okay? And every day in their life trying to figure out this whole trading game so they can try to make money either part-time or full-time, but they want to be able to, just be able to make it through daily, all right? And I know it gets frustrating when you take a losing trade, and then you're up and you take a winning trade, okay? But you just can't seem to get over the hurdle, to where you're consistent, okay? Because consistency is very important in trading, because without it, you're not going to be profitable. You're going to be up and down, blowing accounts left and right, and then just frustrating yourself even more to the point to where you just want to do what? Give up because you feel like you failed your own self. You have to be able to read these charts correctly, guys, all right? Regardless of what strategy you use, what time frame charts you use, what platform you use, you have got to really dig deep, okay, and understand what you're actually seeing on these charts. If you cannot read, look, if you can read a book, okay, and understand and comprehend what's going on in that story, the underlying storyline, or the message, it's the same principle when it comes to looking at these charts. It's just you have to really figure out what is overall taking place within the markets. One of the biggest struggles that I faced when I started trading was not understanding market structure. I would pound this topic to death until it reaches the masses of people, because I want to see people truly succeed in this business. Market structure is everything. I promise you. Look, if you are someone watching this right now and it just went in this ear and it's going out the other, that term, market structure, you are going to fail. I promise you. Stop what you're doing right now. If you can tell yourself that I do not understand market structure, or you think you don't understand market structure, or don't have a clue what market structure is, stop now. Do not fund an account. Do not put money into a brokerage account, all right? Or even try to pass some prop firm evaluation. Learn market structure. It is everything, okay? When people talk about what's the holy grail, to trading, I'm not going to say it's the holy grail, but you will never get an edge within these markets to understand and how to correctly read what's going on overall unless you understand market structure. You ask anybody who's a professional trader, okay? Even someone that struggled as a beginner trader and now has found success, meaning consistency and profitability, they're going to tell you market structure. And they may even tell you the same storyline or have the same story and think, just as I experienced of not understanding market structure, they're going to say the same thing. It didn't start to click for them until what? Until they actually was able to see the light at the end of the tunnel and spent time educating themselves on the concept of market structure as well as price action. We've got to be able to follow every movement that the market makes. All right, you have to, okay? But one of the biggest things is that what I struggled with was not fully understanding or knowing, that these markets are driven by the banks or institutions. We as retail traders, I'll say this, do not put a dent in the markets, okay? Look, you have to be in position to ride the wave with the market, which means you have to be in position to ride the wave with the banks and institutions, because they're the ones that are filling these big, massive millions and hundreds of $1 million orders, okay? All right? And they push and pull the market, all right? When they want the market to go sideways to consolidate before they make a move, they're going to do so. When they want the market to push higher, they're going to do so. When they want the market to push lower, they're going to do so. And it's just our responsibility. We only got one responsibility, is to figure out that piece. And the only way to fully figure that out is to understand market structure. Please do yourself this favor right here, okay? If you're someone watching this right now and you don't clearly understand market structure, stop. I'm telling you, hold, stop. Go back to the drawing board, all right? Spend time looking at what I call a naked chart. Nothing on it. Take all your indicators off and just focus in on the big picture. What is price doing? What is the market doing? Okay? Because you can become very successful just trading the naked chart. You don't need all these fancy indicators, all right? Whatever someone's trying to sell you on, I promise you, looking and reading the charts, all right, using this, all right, is what's going to get you into the game and what's going to allow you to succeed for the long run when it comes to trading, all right? Also, please do yourself a favor and stop being so dependent on indicators. You do not need them to trade, all right? You just purely have to follow and understand the flow of the market. What is it trying to do, okay? Indicators, they lag, all right? The movement of price, okay, is real time. Indicators do not move in real time. They are following behind, what price is doing after the fact, okay? So, if you're waiting for a setup, based on several indicators or one indicator to tell you when to get into the market, you are going to enter the trade either halfway through the movement or you're going to enter the trade too late, okay? So by the time you've entered the trade, okay, the position's already, or not say the position, but the trade is finished, okay? You're getting in on the back end of it, and then boom, you get stopped out. So trading from a naked chart was what was the changing game for me, okay? It changed everything, all right? When I was able to clearly read and understand purely, just following price action, okay? Yes, I'm pure price action trader, but I trade supply and demand, which is a strategy, okay? That's what changed everything for me, okay? When I really started to hone in on and understand what supply and demand, and how it works, which is not complicated, it's very simplistic. It's just a matter of being able to first figure out who is the driving force, who's in the driver's seat, okay? And try not to get railroaded, but move with the banks and the institutions, okay? Secondly is looking for their movements. They leave footprints all over the charts, okay? So being able to see that, yeah, they will psych you out sometimes and fake you out by setting up traps, okay? And those are areas of, say, for instance, liquidity that are being formed or developed throughout, we see on our charts. They're going to target that and go after those areas as well, okay? So, but when you see those aggressive moves of buying and selling, and then you see those gaps or imbalances, guys, they're going to tackle that. They're going to go back. They're going to retrace. They're going to go back and tackle those areas because they've got orders on the table that didn't get filled. Think about it, okay? Think about it. When the market starts just gapping down and driving force real hard to the downside, just as it did right here, all this aggressive selling, and it's leaving gaps in between on the way down. All right, gaps in between candles. There are orders in between those candles. Orders resting at those between those candles. Okay, I'm so excited. I can't get it out my mouth quick enough to really, so you guys can comprehend what I'm trying to say. Please take the time, heed to understand what's going on, what you see in front of you on your charts. Be able to read them. And make trading simple. Do not overcomplicate it with all that stuff that people are trying to sell you, all those different indicators and tools. If you are using indicators, use it as a means to help you after the fact. Meaning, after you see the setup, okay, that setup is below the VWAP, all right, or below a certain EMA or SMA, whatever the case is. That may just kind of give you some guidance to take that trade because price hasn't broken above it, okay? All right, and then the opposite, the price is moving above, looking for a pullback to go along. But don't take your trades purely off of what the indicator is telling you or multiple indicators, all right? I struggle with that, and that was one of my biggest no-nos and mistakes I made just as well as many traders make, okay? Again, I'm going to say it. Pure price action. Understand market structure. Follow the structure of the market, okay? Yes, it can, push up, make a high, retrace back, make a low, start moving sideways. So that means the market is ranging. It's in a wedge. It could be in a wedge, whatever the case is. Try not to trade within those areas. Can you trade within those areas? Yes, but I would really wait for pure structure breaks. If the market just made a high and then it's pulled back and made a lower high, I would like to see a break to the upside and making a new high. Okay, if you're a beginner trader, wait for moves like that. Allow to see the structure breaks, okay, either to the upside or downside, and take the pullbacks, looking for those areas of supply or demand. If the market is pushing up, breaking structure, look for demand back within that swing that broke structure to the upside. Wait for it to come back to that demand area, aggressive buying area within that swing that broke structure to the upside, and look for rejection to take your trade. Vice versa, price moving to the downside, okay? Just understand, allow the charts. They don't lie. Like they say, numbers don't lie. The charts don't lie. They are showing you, they are painting a picture representation of what's going on in the market. It's just up to you to take the time to comprehend and read it correctly. That's all you need to do to become a great trader, to become profitable, and be consistent with that on the daily. Stop listening, jumping from one strategy to the next strategy to the next strategy, because all you're doing is overcomplicating things, making things tougher for yourself. In the end, all you're going to do is lose money, okay? You may one day feel within, solid for a week, oh, I did well. Next week, you bottomed out, you bummed out, you didn't do well. And then you're upset with yourself, okay? Or you're upset with someone else because, the fact is that you started to take the time to practice and learn someone else's strategy, and then it doesn't work out for you. No, because you've complicated things, because you took a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, and try to merge it all together, okay? Or something that worked for you week one, you saw somebody else who was doing even better, so you go over to them and you try to learn what they're trying to teach you, and all you've done is failed yourself, because the previous week, something that actually worked for you and was profitable for you, you either forgot it, got mixed up, got confused because of what you saw over from someone else, okay? All right? Over on the other side or through another door. Stick with what works, the system. I don't know how to stress that even, enough, okay? Stop coming back to the drawing board, to the table every single time. Meaning, once you got a system that works, okay, a strategy that works, stick with it. All right? Don't point fingers just because the next week it doesn't work because you went over somewhere else and you try to learn something else and then you found out that it smacked you in the hand and it didn't work. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I'm trying to be as real as I can with you guys. It gets frustrating for me because I'm spending my time, my quality time, making these videos for you guys because I want to see people truly succeed, okay? All right? So please, if something works for you, take the time, continue testing it and practicing it and make it work for you. Strategies work. You just got to put in the work. Understand that. And I'm going to leave it off on that note right there. I've got probably my blood pressure up a little bit because people send me direct messages all the time. You know why? Because they're not taking the time to educate themselves. All right? Stop thinking you can come over, and try to jump in between lines or get ahead of somebody else in a sense, because, I'm just going to jump and ask this question right here without watching the videos. Guys, I'm going to stop entertaining questions that I see that come across my DMs or come across, on the Discord, whatever the case is, that people are asking the same questions over and over. You know what that tells me? You did not take the time to watch the videos. I assure you, everything and every question that you have, the answer to is within the videos. So, going forward, those that continuously ask questions, all right, and I see the same questions pop up, I'm not answering them, okay? I'm just simply flat out not going to answer them because the answers are in the videos. I've had over 600 videos on this channel. You think that I have not covered every particular or covered every instance of a topic that I could possibly cover, okay, in the way I trade? If you're not getting it from me, you don't understand, that maybe you need to jump ship and go somewhere else. Simple as that. I'm going to say that. I'm going to be very blunt and blatant. But if you think you're learning something here and it worked for you week one, then it's going to work week two, week three, as long as you stick with the system, okay? But the biggest barrier, another barrier that people don't understand, is yourself. It's the psychology part. It's the part of the different elements of psychology. Something is is confusing you, or something is eating at you, something, you know, whether it's you just can't read the charts correctly, or you're fear, or you're greed, or you're just not a patient person, you've got to take control of yourself. Trading is more mental than anything else. It is probably one of the most stressful or strenuous jobs or professions that a person can get into, because we have, first and foremost, what makes it that way is we have money attached to it. Now, a lot of people go into the prop firm and say, I don't have anything attached to it other than a couple of dollars I paid for that evaluation. Okay, that's true. So I'm not going to speak on that part there, but still, you just like when I first started trading, I'm going to say this. I treated my trading when I was even in demo just as I would when I was live, okay? And I continued trying to build up a level of consistency and patience until I proved to myself that I could be profitable in demo, okay? Then I switched over to live, and you've got to do the same thing, okay? All right? But like I said before, most people are complicating themselves and making things harder themselves because, you know, people are putting out numbers, even on Discord. Say, for instance, they're seeing people take trades and saying, wow, they picked up 20 points here. They picked up 30 points there. Or they picked up 5 points on this ES trade, or whatever it is, but I'm only picking up a point. Look, believe in yourself. It comes with experience. That territory of being able to become more profitable and getting more points or gains out of the market, it takes time and experience. You cannot expect, because of what somebody else is doing or how they're performing, that you're going to be that same way tomorrow. They put in time or experience. You're going to have to do the same thing, okay? So don't get frustrated, you know, and jump ship because somebody else is, you know, you see somebody is doing, you know, better than you are, and you're trying to figure out what is it that they're doing that I'm not doing, and then it causes you, maybe they are, you know, using a different strategy, and whatever the case is, and they just have simply put in more time and have experience in the markets. You know, they've been doing it for 10 years, they've been doing it for 5 years, and they just have found a level of success with what they're using, okay? So if you go over to someone else, like I said, and you try to do that, okay, after trying to learn, remember the video I put it out over a year ago, so it's called Decluttering the Mind. That's what I had to do. I had to do away with old habits that I had. I had to do away with strategies or things that didn't work out for me, okay? To understand and learn something new, okay? All right? And then I stuck with it, okay? I didn't, you know, I was doing that too. I stopped myself from, you know, looking at everything that everybody else was doing and trying to make the best of it, trying to incorporate all that. I stuck with one thing, okay? And that's the reason why I'm consistent and profitable, is because the fact is I stuck with it. I brought a level of simplicity into my life. I'm done with the rant. I'm done, okay, guys? I appreciate everyone who's tuned in and watching the videos on the daily. If you're interested in joining the Discord community, please take the time to find the link down in the description portion of this video. I know today's video was a little bit different than most videos, but I had to get it out. I had to get it out, okay? So, also, please, if you are trying to, how should I say this? Become a better trader in a sense, or you want to learn maybe or understand supply and demand. Now, I'm not an educator or teacher or instructor. I share with you the way that I trade, my experience, okay, and my strategy of how I trade. You do not have to trade like me, okay? But there are people who have found the strategy to be very successful even on their end, and they're part of the Discord community, okay? You can come over and ask questions if you choose to. But please, do yourself the favor, join the team here, spend some time watching the videos, and maybe you're going to say, wow, you know, this is really going to work for me. I'm going to spend some time, you know, understanding this. Click on the subscribe button and become part of the community today. Please do yourself that favor, okay? Also, make sure to turn on all your post notifications to ensure you never miss one of the uploads here in the channel. As well, please drop a like on the video. I'm out, guys. I wish and hope everyone a profitable day and a safe weekend. Take care, guys. I'll see everyone in the next video.